guys, welcome back. I'm Kathy. You're watching Kathy's Country Life. I've got a mess going on. Today's my cleaning day, but I wanted to go ahead and get something started for tomorrow. And mine and Chris's birthday is like 4 days apart. So normally how it falls, the weekend in between or the weekend closest to one of our birthdays, is when we celebrate, and my kids come and Chris's sister's coming, and so we're going to have a cookout tomorrow, even though it's supposed to rain all day, but that's okay. I've got a covered porch. So we're going to just do a little cookout and spend some time with family, and I'm going to do Hawaiian chicken. I've been craving this, and probably about a week ago I had thought out some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I went ahead and mixed it up and put it in a freezer bag and stuck it in the freezer. So I thought, well, that'll be a thing I can lay it out to thaw one morning, and then, you know, throw it on the grill and grill it up for supper one night. But it's not quite enough for the people we're going to have tomorrow. So I went ahead and I thawed out some chicken tenders. This is probably 3 pounds, 2.5, 3 pounds of chicken tenders. And I'm going to mix up the marinade and go ahead and get it bagged up and in the refrigerator to be marinating overnight so we can grill tomorrow. And I'm also going to lay out the ones that I have frozen. Are you following me? Okay. So this part's just going to be real quick. I'm just going to show you how I mix up the marinade. And then we'll get it into a Ziploc bag and put it in the refrigerator to grill tomorrow. Okay. Bowl full of chicken, and I've got a whole can. What is this? This is a 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple, and I'm gonna put the whole can in. You really don't need the whole can, but I don't know what I would do with like a quarter of it left, so I just always just put the whole can, give it some more flavor. And then I've got about a half a cup of brown sugar. This stuff is so good, so good. Okay, then I've got some low sodium soy sauce. I don't know the measurement. Let me measure. Yeah, about a cup. Well, I just got a tiny bit left, so I'm going to put the whole thing in there. And then I really like to have fresh ginger and grated up to go in here. But I don't have any, so I'm just using the ground ginger, the dried ground ginger. And that's going to be probably 3 teaspoons, maybe a tablespoon. Okay. And I'm going to add some fresh black pepper. And about a teaspoon of salt. The soy, I'm using the reduced sodium soy sauce, so it's going to give it enough of the salty flavor with just a little bit of an addition to some more salt. And this, my friends, is so delicious. Get it all mixed up, and I'm splattering. And so I will, oh my goodness, Kathy, oh my goodness, I'm spilling. Okay, after you give it a good mixeroonie, we're going to, I just washed a couple of these reusable bags. And so we're going to put this in. I could put this whole bowl in the refrigerator, cover it with some aluminum foil or plastic wrap. but I just don't have the room for this big old bowl, and I can stick one of these in my drawers, this bag in the drawer. Make sure it's sealed. Okay, looking good. So this will just go in the refrigerator until tomorrow, when we will stick it on the grill. So I'll be back with more tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is the next day, and I've been doing some prep work. We're going to make a pasta salad to go with our Hawaiian chicken. I've already boiled up the noodles. I'm using the fusilli, the kind that's squiggly. That's that. And I have got cut up some fresh broccoli, some carrots. I got 2 little skinny carrots out of the garden yesterday, so we're going to use those. And then I bought some asparagus that I just chopped up into pieces. And I've got water on boiling right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to parboil these for just a couple of minutes. Get them in there. It'll brighten up the green broccoli. And I don't want them soft. I just want them almost just a tiny bit cooked, just so they're not just so hard. I've also diced up some tomatoes and red onions. These are tomatoes that I got out of my garden. I've had a really good tomato harvest. I hadn't really brought y'all along with all that, but as I'm getting these Romas and paste tomatoes in, I'm coring them and I'm putting them in freezer bags and putting them in the freezer so that we can can those up later. I'm cooking green beans, in which I just opened up a couple quarts, and they're just cooking down. I cook my green beans down dry. So those are cooking down on the stove. And then I also, hang on, had 3 ears of corn that I cut off the cob, and I just put it in an iron skillet. I put just a little bit of oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and just kind of cook those in that. I just cooked them to give them some flavor and kind of like a roasted corn. So as soon as my water comes up to boil, I'm going to put these veggies in to parboil just a couple minutes, and then we're going to assemble the salad. We're going to go ahead and make the dressing for the pasta salad. My water is coming up to a boil now, but we're going to go ahead and work on the dressing. Now then, how many of you have had pasta salads that are dry? Me, all the time. That people make them. So I don't want to make a dry pasta salad. I want it dressing-y, you know what I'm saying? So I've got a couple of tablespoons of buttermilk in here. I'm going to do a big heaping tablespoon of mayonnaise. And this is a secret punch. It's the Chick-fil-A avocado lime dressing. So I like to do this. This stuff is so good. And let's sit here and go get some more out of it. And then I'm going to put a splash of lemon juice to brighten it up some more. And then I'm going to go do a squirt of French dressing. And you can use all homemade stuff in this. I'm just, for sake of time, I'm not. Let me get some seasonings. Okay, Okay, so what I added, which my camera didn't record it. I think I get too much in a hurry and don't check to see if the red light's on. Okay, what I added was some freeze-dried garlic, salt, pepper, and some of this wood-fired garlic from Kinder's. Season it to your taste. I hit it first try. Delicious. Got some lumps in there. Alright. The vegetables have parboiled about 2 minutes. Just took them out there in the colander and we're almost ready to assemble. Okay. Pasta in the bowl. Now these are still pretty steaming hot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these. Where's my... I'll give it a stir around, and I want these to cool a good bit before we start adding like my onions and my tomatoes and dressing. Because if it's still warm, especially the pasta, it will soak up that dressing more. And you want it to soak a little bit for taste, but you don't want to soak it so much that you have a dry pasta salad. And that is a pet peeve of mine. Anytime you go out to eat, not go out to eat, but if you have church dinners, family potlucks, stuff like that, pasta salad just seems dry. So that's why I would never make a pasta salad the day before. Unless you juice it back up with some more dressings, mayonnaise, whatever, before you take it. Okay, so we're going to let this, I'm going to clean up some of this mess, and then we're going to let this sit and cool. After I added in my purple onions and my tomatoes, I felt that it needed a few more tomatoes, and then I had a couple of small little bell peppers that I got out of the garden. Okay, it's looking beautiful. Let's get these mixed in. Alright, we're going to pour the dressing in. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. Okay. All right, we're gonna give it a taste test. All right, let's try this out. Let's see, I'm gonna get a little broccoli, a little onion, a little pepper, and a noodle. Mmm. That's good. That's good. Okay, I think I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt. And a little bit more pepper. The dressing seasoning was perfect, but the bland pasta dumbed it down some. I love that avocado dressing of Chick-fil-A's that you can get at Walmart or local grocery store. Get all that salt, pepper mixed in. Okay. I'm gonna keep this at room temperature for a while. Let all the dressing, seasonings just marry together. Oh, and I'm going to top it off with a Parmesan cheese. So I've just got my microplane. I'm just gonna show you.
And you get, he said you got 2.
This is Colton.
Everything else was fresh.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
You love it.
Colton.
He said it was delicious.
Colton.
Colton, is that Papa?
Colton.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hey. Okay, Chris is going to show y'all. We've got the food laid out. And here's the chicken that we grilled up. We've got green beans, the pasta casserole, and my sister-in-law made a pasta salad. My sister-in-law made a hash brown casserole. So there we are. Quit, Chris.
Colton.
Colton, look up here.
Who is it?
Hey. Hi, baby.